Hello, welcome back to episode
8.
of.
On the record with me and Melissa.
It's really on the record with just Blake and just a special guest.
Oh, yeah, my special guest, Melissa, with Blake.
Yep, that's right. So this week Blake picked. Show him your babies.
Woohoo! The B-52s. Everybody knows who they are.
Come on, you guys, sing it with me.
Rock Lobster.
That was silly. Anyway, love these guys. Although I only know that song and maybe one other, but they're pretty good. When did you discover this band?
Well, I got the record in 1979 when it came out.
I thought this was an 80s album because, I mean, look how they're dressed. That is very 80s.
What do you know? You weren't
I
around.
wasn't around.
A roommate of mine in college, his brother lived in Manhattan at the time and said, "Hey, there's this really cool band. They're called the B-52s. You got to check them out." So we did.
And this was
Got the
when they were
record.
smaller, right?
Yeah, well, they were just actually they started the band in like '77 in Athens, Georgia. The other famous band to come out of Athens, Georgia would have been REM a few years later.
Everybody hurts.
Yeah, that. Anyways, they had they gained some popularity and went from Athens, Georgia, to the Manhattan kind of starting to be the post-punk scene and beginning of new wave, and so we checked them out, and it's a super fun album.
Was it for this album that you saw them?
Well, I've seen them actually 3 times.
Okay, but when you saw them in
When
Manhattan.
No, I didn't see them in Manhattan. I saw them at a little teeny room off of some cafeteria at the University of Washington in Seattle. I was living in Tacoma at the time.
Mm-hmm. College years.
And it was, I bet there weren't maybe but a couple hundred people in the room to see them.
Wow, I bet that was really cool. Was it anything like that live performance of Rock Lobster in the basement? You know, the one where we watched a couple times.
I don't really remember, but
okay.
I mean, yeah, they played a bunch of songs off the record, and we all thought it was really cool. And my friend went up and talked to him, and was like, "Yeah, you know my brother, blah 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 blah." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we know your brother," and so it was really cool.
That is really cool. I love that.
And
Let's see it. Mm-hmm.
anyways, they're called the B-52s not because of the plane, but this was a B-52 hairstyle from the 50s.
Hold it up.
Which was when the jet bomber, the B-52 Air Force plane, was also created in the 50s, and so they named themselves after a hairstyle that Kate and Cindy both wore over the years.
And Kate is the one who sang "Candy" with Iggy Pop, right?
Yes.
Okay, the middle girl.
Yes.
Okay.
So
anyway, what genre are they?
What genre
you asked
are
me
they?
That last week, so
okay. Well, what would you want to call them? You know, I almost want to call them like
pop,
art school pop,
art pop,
new wave-ish. I don't know. You just gotta listen to them. It's sort of they kind of have a surf guitar sound going.
Yeah. They're experimental too, would you say?
And it's real simple, stripped down. This album was basically recorded live. There were no overdubs or anything done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
was it the one, you know how we were listening to it yesterday? Was that the same, like live, or do you think that one was a remastered version?
No. This has never been remastered that I'm aware of. But obviously, Rock Lobster was the big hit. Planet Claire is great.
Okay, so did you get this from the record store that your friend worked at? Where you like scammed
who knows? I could have gotten this there. I might have got it at Tower Records in Tacoma. There was another cool record store, head shop, that we frequented over, what was that, on 6th Avenue, I think, or something. Anyways.
So what's your favorite song on this track?
Oh, wow.
This is the album with Rock Lobster, so that's my favorite.
Dance This Mess Around is hilarious. So I would actually shoot for that
Because of
one.
the lyrics or because of how crazy it is?
Oh, just the lyrics. All
Okay.
their lyrics are crazy,
Yeah.
though. I mean, they're really fun.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Well, I'm gonna have to listen to this album because I love Rock Lobster, so I think I should listen to the rest of it. But is it like that Peter Gabriel album that like all the other songs are different on So compared to Sledgehammer? Because that song
Mm,
was so out of place.
no, there's a similarity
Okay.
across the board here.
Okay, that's good to know because I like that. We you listened to the that that Showbiz Baby by Jade, and her album is a Frankenstein. Like you know that every song on that album is going to be a monstrosity, a beautiful monstrosity. But that's the point of that album, and most other albums they have that theme going on, but Peter did not have that going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these
No.
guys did, so that's good.
So
Awesome.
so um what did you bring tonight,
I
my special
brought.
guest star?
I actually have two albums. Well, they're the same album. One of them is just a special record store day version. This is Liam Finn's Hyperverse. This is his last album, his latest album that came out. Well, technically, it came out this year, but I've been hearing him produce it since last year. He would stream on Twitch and basically write the album on live stream and ask his followers to give feedback. So because of that, I'm actually credited on the album as well, not credited, but given a thanks. And I don't just like the album because I'm listed on here as a thanks. It's actually a pretty good album. You've listened to it a couple times,
That's
but
not bad.
I really like the album. I have it on loop. But
It's not the
it's
B-52s,
not the
trust me.
B-52s, but he gets a lot of inspiration from like Devo, Pearl Jam. Those are the only ones. I'm not a giant fan of Liam's. I like him like a normal amount. Liam Finn is the son of Neil Finn,
Who?
who we have talked about many times before now. He's actually now currently a member of Crowded House. Do not ask me how I feel about that.
His dad's
Yeah,
band.
it is a nepotism thing, but he is talented, so it's not a like here have the job because you're my son. He is a guitarist. Like he did this whole album almost on his own. Like he wrote the guitar, he did the guitars, the drums, the bass. He sang on every song, but he does have other people that helped write and produce it with him. But this version is signed. You can't really tell, but it's got my Instagram username and he signed it because I was messaging him at the Atlantic City show and I was like, hey, I'm at the show. Can you sign the album and leave it for me somewhere? And he did. He did do it. And the only reason I asked that was because there's only 500 copies of this one, and I have 406
Of 500.
of 500. And then this one was a record store special. I don't think this one's not numbered, but he isn't a large artist, so he didn't make a lot of copies of this. And I'm not normally someone that buys multiple of the same album, but because he is a independent artist, I didn't want to support him.
Support the music.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's your favorite song?
I have a couple of favorites. I really like "Old Man Spider." It's the last song on the album, and I think it's the perfect last song. It's a very slow song, and it just kind of fades away. It's a great ender. Um, but I also really like "Spiraling" for song on the second side. I don't know. These are all really good songs. Okay, never mind. I back up. I like "Suspicious." That song is like a very disco-y song, and I like the video that he made, even though he used AI. Very funky, very upbeat song. How many times have we seen him? Did he open both times for Crowded House when we first saw them?
Yeah.
So the first time I saw him, even though he was in Crowded House, he opened for the band. He performed a short set.
They didn't have to pay an opening act that way.
I guess I don't know. So I've seen him twice solo, and every single time I've seen Crowded House, he's been the guitarist. Cool guy, very funny, very entertaining. Yeah, I don't know what else.
So, good band,
Great band,
right?
great
Great,
guy.
great, great musician.
Yeah, pretty
Doing all the
talented.
work, kind of like Prince or Stevie
Who's Stevie Winwood?
Look him up sometime.
But But
He's
yeah,
very famous.
I picked two. Oh, and then the record store day is like holographic also.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with
you
the ring
pay extra
lights.
for that.
You know what? I don't remember how much I paid for this one because I also got his dad's record store album, the one that I did a couple videos ago. I just swiped my card and then paid the consequences later.
Okay.
Anyway, give us yours. Let's bring it back.
Okay, here we go. We
Here
got
we go.
the old and the new
The
over
old and the
here.
new.
So,
And I would not be surprised if he is a fan of the B-52s
oh,
because
I don't know too many people that aren't fans of the
he, yeah,
B-52s.
right. And if you aren't a fan, you actually are. You just don't realize it.
That's right. That's right.
Um, Great.
And don't forget, vote for Iggy Pop for president. He's going to be running on the Democrat ticket in 2028. So here's your guy.
Right. Vote for him. You won't have to wear T-shirts, and you can
Uh,
be a punk star.
that's right. Okay,
Okay.
over and out.
Bye.